My perspective of network marketing has changed so much because 30 years ago when I started, it was all about worldly business. And worldly business is about buying and selling. And when this revelation of kingdom business that came about through GPA came to be, it was just like, wait a minute, it's no longer about buying and selling, it's about sowing and reaping. That's the kingdom. And it's not just about sowing into other people, but sowing into myself. That's kingdom. It's always a win-win when it comes to God. He wants to serve us and he wants to serve others. He wants to love on me, and by loving on me, I get to love on others. So it's just such a freedom that comes from that. There's no pressure of I have to be a certain way or I have to be a certain thing. The only thing I have to be is a daughter of the King. And when I understand that, I believe it, and I actually walk it out, then you are Girl Power Alliance, and you get to do the things that he's called you to do. The bigger vision that he gave me was, he said I was to lead an army of healers who are healed. And to me that was huge, because it's not just about healing in the body. He said it's about our belief system, because it all starts there. Whatever we believe is what we produce, and whatever comes to us as well. Because the Lord said, whatever you bind here, you bind in heaven. Whatever you loose here, you loose in heaven. So he said, you are, when we did our little war paint, the word that came up for me was lie detector. And he said, my job was to find the lies that I was believing myself and the lies that other people were believing. And as I was able to become aware of them and detect them more, people would be set free. It was like a domino effect. And then all of a sudden, you have more people who show up healed and are healing others because of the way that they show up. Because there's so many people in business who have worldly success. They have the money, they have the ranking, the status, but inside they're broken. And that's not how he created us to be. And so I'm very excited, because he took me to 2 Chronicles and he showed me the story of King Uzziah, who followed the Lord with all of his heart. And he was blessed. And he said, build an army, and take that army of 26,000 commanders, 307,500 soldiers under them, and let them know through their obedience who I am. And I believe that in Girl Power Alliance, through our obedience in letting others know who he is, people are going to be set free to live the reason why they were created in the first place. Yes, so at the beginning I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because God always takes me out of my comfort zone. But then after a little while, I was like, wait, maybe those numbers were for the whole company, and I'm just here cheering them on and letting them, produce. But no, he came back and he kind of gave me a little kick, and he said, no, Monica, that's for you. Are you willing to let go of your dream for my dream? The moment that you're able to surrender that is the moment that you get to dream with me. And so it was literally me giving permission to myself, which I hadn't done ever, to actually dream with God. Change yourself, change the world. There's no competition in the kingdom.